was 6 in the morning when a size 4 foot followed another on a wooden stool. 10 small fingers grabbed 2 fists of white lies that were crystallized in a jar in the kitchen cabinet. A click of the door and thuds of 5 footsteps started a dialogue between garbled syllables and gruffness, and when Papa asked young Johnny to open his mouth, he had already gulped down his sweet bluff. 5 winters later, it was 12 in the noon when 4 ends of shoelaces were tied together. Scarred cheeks were now on the ground, her sobs were the only sound, her teeth were no more within her rosy lips that formed her grin. Little Johnny ate his papa's ego for breakfast. And you think he'd like Miss Blue Eyes to be the teacher's pet? An hour later, his mama came to the school to defend sweet Johnny's step that crossed the line. You see, Johnny's a little boy, and little boys don't know what boundaries mean. Little boys lie, and little girls cry. How do you expect someone to mark their place in the world without blurring the borders just enough to let their privilege slip in? When the small hand struck 2, the big boy was 12. He was off to camp in the land of big feet and bonfires when his PE teacher discreetly felt him down there. Johnny didn't know if he was there to hunt or be the prey when he told this to his friends. They mocked him and called him a gay. And to hide the redness of his cheeks, he pointed out to Miss Blue Eye's skirt that was stained with crimson. Everybody but her complained about their tummies hurting while they laughed because she wears diapers like a stupid baby. It was 5 in the evening. Johnny was 5 times 4 when he left to pick his girlfriend up from her college. He watched her every move under a microscope to make sure she doesn't fall off the tightrope. Johnny said, "Mama doesn't like bad girls. Bad girls should be punished." Why does she even bother walking on eggshells around him? As the clock struck 7, there were 10 cigarettes lying on the ground. A round of bullets came out of Johnny's mouth to silence his maid's screams as his papa had his turn with her. His hands were like barbed wire constricting her throat. The loud voice he hated was what got choked. Mama knew good girls were boring and the bad ones needed a teaching, so she sat still looking pretty in her perfect dollhouse. It was 9 at 9 and the wine was red while the moon lit up as if it were offering them a spot on Valentine's. The perfect pretense was no less than a drama. No shame was seen on the face of Mama. Their backbones were on fire as they burnt on a pyre, while the blood on their hands was the accelerant to their ash. They said end scene and the curtains clouded the moon in no time. The sun had risen and set for 272 days and a new baby was on its way. Children of patriarchy carry out their roles. Their hearts are winter. They speak in frost as they hide in their cold homes. And one day, it was 6 in the morning when 1,000 drops of rain washed Incy Wincy Spider away. Little Johnny Jr. was then intertwined in her web of lies that stayed behind. Now, all of them are unaware of their crimes, but we don't know the next time another child will be force-fed its parents' mistakes again. We can't let our mamas hide behind all the mistakes that papas let slide. So, now you know the role you need to play to stop patriarchy from having its way.